Okay, breaking news, K Flocka just got 40. Hold on, let me turn the lights up. Breaking news, K Flocka, New York street drill rapper from the Bronx, just got 40 years in prison. Why? If you know New York gun rules, they're not like down south gun rules. There is no such thing as having a gun in New York City. You can't have one. So if you kill somebody, you better make sure it is on every level right. Long story short, K Flock, I think he's like a good 22, 23 years old, drill rapper from New York. And he was just sentenced today to 40 years. Hopefully to the younger generation, the young guys who are out there being mischievous, thinking the streets is a joke. It's not a joke. Even him right now being 23, he doesn't really understand what it means to get 40 years. I don't think he really gets it yet. It's not until he probably reaches about 30 that he's gonna really understand what he did. Unless he can tell on somebody and get out earlier. Max B. But anyway, to all the young brothers out there in the streets, gang banging, riding and sliding, make sure that you know what you're doing, man. You think it's a joke. Tomorrow, you could be looking at spending the rest of your life in prison. It's not a joke out here. You know? And so I just had to set up real quick. K Flock, I liked his music. He was decent. I thought he was goofy though. You know what I'm saying? I could tell he was goofy. Like he just too much kill, drill. Like ain't nobody that tough, bro. Ain't nobody that tough. But he just on some super hopping around. You know, New York dudes, they love to dance. Instead of you know what I'm saying? They like to dance. Like it's like y'all too much dancing. Like y'all think this is a joke? You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to New York though, but y'all took an L today. And K Flock, buckle up. It's gonna be a while. Hopefully you got lawyer money. I mean, you pretty much went to prison before you blew up. So, and people always ask, why Mariah? Once again, I gotta say it. Why Mariah? Why are you? Because this is the community that we come from. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I don't care if you're in Brazil. I don't care if you're in America. I don't care if you're in Cuba. You could be in the islands. You could be in Europe. You could be on the continent. You could be in the Middle East. If you're African, we all are responsible for each other. So K Flocka had a lot of prospect. And due to the goofy gangsterism that he was trying to chase, he's about to spend the next 40 years. People, think about that. 40 years in a penitentiary. No girls for 40 years. No real home cooked meals for 40 years. No nothing. All that I guarantee you right now, all that gangster stuff dropped. He's done. He's done. He went back to his cell, he cried. I guarantee you. And I'm not saying that to make light of the situation, but as tough as he's always acted on the internet, when he went back to his cell, that man broke down and cried. Because 40 years, no one's gonna even know who you were in 40 years, man. Let alone, like, I'm making this post, and I don't even think people know who you are right now. But you were an upcoming young brother from the Bronx, in New York, and it's over. There's so many stories like that. I grew up with people like that. Don't even get to grow up to become nothing, even understand something, they already looking at serious time. That's a prison industrial complex. And we just feeding them. You want to know why those prisons love to lock people up, give them that time? Because they'll create a prison in some little white hick part of town where a bunch of little white trash people are at. and they build a prison, and then that's the way that these people in this little white hick town make money, make a living. They all work at the prison, you know? And then I heard Floka dad is in prison too. So you got 2 generations in prison, man. Like, come on, brothers. We got to change this, man. We got to change this, brothers. We really got to wake up and like figure out how to change this, because and somebody else sit there and say, oh, rapper, I'm hard on the rappers. I am. But if you come from the environments we come from, you understand how they become the rapper. Like, they're not really even that tough. They're not even gangster like that. I mean, not more gangster than anybody else, but it's just they so happen to get the limelight and they chase it. And they chase it straight into a prison cell. 40 years, man. 40. So as you on your way to work tomorrow morning, or you coming out of work today and you say, I hate my job, either work that job or do 40 years in prison. Which one would you rather choose? You'll take the job. You know what I mean? Once again, free K Floka till it's backwards. Bronx, young brother, Puerto Rican. He had that warrior energy in him. It just was never directed in the right spot, in the right places. Because we know these public schools don't give a damn about these black kids. But that's the reason I keep saying we need Pan-Africanism. Us black men got to come together. No one's going to save us but ourselves. So until we come together and we figure out a global strategy, not just a regional strategy, we need a global strategy. And that's what we say about Pan-African nationalist Garveyism. That's what it is. If you got time, black man, to Google that, Pan-African nationalism Garveyism, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Marcus Garvey had the recipe in the 1920s because he saw it. Everything we're going through right now, if you read the book of the philosophies and opinions of Marcus Garvey, he speaks about all this. In the 1920s, Jamaican dude, Marcus Garvey, when he was about 6 years old, his dad was a morgue guy. And his dad one day built a hole, right? They're about to bury somebody. So he tells his son, Marcus Garvey, to go in the bottom and dig it out. As soon as he gets to the bottom, his dad grabs a ladder and throws it and walks away. Marcus Garvey said he cried. He spent the whole night there just screaming, hey, hey, hey. He's just stuck in this hole. But come morning, his dad came and got him. And his dad told him, I wanted to let you know, in life, all you have is yourself. There's no one coming to save you. And he gave him that experience at a young age. Some people call that abuse. But if you're a black man growing up in Jamaica, you better be strong. Because ain't nobody, there's no one coming to help you. And so that's why that man, Marcus Garvey, he got locked up in Atlanta, Georgia, Wright Street. And when I read that story, I said, oh my God, he was locked. But anyway, long story short, K Floka, brother, I'm sorry. Us as brothers failed you. The older generation failed you. The generation we failed you. You're doing 40 years in prison. Hopefully you got enough time for you to learn yourself. Read, study. That's all I would tell you to do, is read. And hopefully you can get some time back if you hit that law library and whatnot. Don't tell on nobody to come back. Don't be no rat and try to tell on somebody to get yourself back. That's not cool. But anyway, y'all know the slogan: chase knowledge, don't chase money. Peace, love, and positivity. Bleh.